As we're in the height of summer, anyone familiar with Nebraska weather knows the potential of what can come with the season. From spectacular thunderstorms to devastating tornadoes, Nebraska weather is aggravatingly unpredictable. I know we would all love to sit out and watch the spectacle that Mother Nature puts on for us, but honestly, we really shouldn't. What does that mean for Nebraska's residents? Well, it means that we should be ready for just about anything. So that's what we'll be talking about today: being summer safe, what to do, and when to do it. At the Health Department, we care about how resilient our communities are in the face of disaster. The Public Health Emergency Preparedness Grant helps build and strengthen our ability to effectively respond to many public health threats. We have learned over time that partners and community members preparing for any disaster helps us to respond to public health emergencies. So, what does being summer safe mean? As a landlocked state, there are certainly things that we don't have to worry about, like hurricanes in the east or earthquakes seen out west. However, we do see just about everything in between. Extreme heat, insane lightning, and tornadoes are just a few of the things Nebraska has to offer. Being that the weather changes at the drop of a hat here, how are we supposed to be prepared for the emergencies Mother Nature has to offer? Here's a few tips. Stay put. Learn how to shelter in place. Sometimes the best way to stay safe in an emergency is to get inside and stay put inside, be it a building or a vehicle. Where you should stay can be different for different types of emergencies. Supplies you should have include bottled water, non-perishable snacks, and depending on the season, extra clothes and blankets. In some emergencies, it is safer to stay put in your vehicle. If you can't get indoors quickly and safely, it may be safer to pull your car over and stay put than to keep driving. In these situations, you should pull over to the side of the road. If it is warm outside, it is better to stop under a bridge or a shady spot so you don't get overheated. However, in the case of a tornado, you should avoid seeking shelter under bridges as they offer little protection against flying debris. Stay where you are until officials say it's safe to get back on the road. Modern car radios do not use much battery power, so listening to the radio for an hour or two won't cause your car battery to die. Next, you should know, get inside, stay inside. If local officials tell you to stay put, act quickly. Listen carefully to local radio or television stations for instructions, because the exact directions will depend on the emergency. In general, you should get inside. Bring your loved ones, your emergency supplies, and when possible, your pets inside. Find a safe spot in this location. The exact spot will depend on what type of emergency it is, but for example, in the case of a tornado, get to the lowest innermost room at your disposal. Stay put in this location until officials say that it's safe to leave. This advice doesn't just apply to high winds. We've all heard the saying, when thunder roars, head indoors. Well, that's because of what accompanies thunder. The risk of being struck by lightning is low, but the consequences of lightning strike injuries are serious. From 2006 through 2021, lightning caused an average of 28 deaths per year in the United States, and Nebraska has seen at least one death from lightning strikes this summer already. Lightning can strike any place on Earth. In fact, there are about 6,000 lightning strikes every minute, which is more than 8 million strikes every day. You can protect yourself and your loved ones if you know what to do when you see lightning or hear thunder. There are some factors that can put you at greater risk of being struck, such as participating in outdoor recreational activities or working outside. Remember, if you can hear it, it can hit you. So, when you hear thunder, it's time to go indoors. No more swimming, no more cleaning the gutters, no more trimming trees. If you're caught outdoors, never lie flat on the ground and never shelter under an isolated tree. Lightning is more likely to hit the tallest object in a particular area. Our third and final tip for being summer safe in an emergency is stay in touch. Once you and your family are in place, let your emergency contact know what's happening, where you are, if anyone is missing, and how everyone is doing. Use your phone only as necessary. Keep your phone handy in case you need to report a life-threatening emergency. Otherwise, don't use the phone, so that the lines will be available for emergency responders. Here in South Central Nebraska, we know these three things. The individuals in our communities are self-sufficient, creative, and will always lend a helping hand. We all need reminders to stay put, stay inside, and stay in touch during emergencies. If you are prepared as an individual, you are able to sustain yourself in an emergency and might be able to help others. Our district has already shown resilience through flooding, ice storms, tornadoes, and a global pandemic. We know that our community can and will be ready for the next disaster.